Oh geez, I'm still recovering now from my revision surgery that I had done last week, so I'm very tired. So I haven't put up a review in a while, but I've decided tonight is a night for a beer. So I'm going to take a look at Elysian Night Owl. It's a pumpkin ale with coffee. It's pumpkin ale with over 7 pounds of pumpkin per barrel, roasted and raw pumpkin seeds, spiced and conditioned with, oh, maybe it doesn't actually have, I don't know, maybe I made the coffee part up. Roasted and raw pumpkin seeds and spiced in conditioning with nutmeg, clove, cinnamon, ginger, and allspice. It's unfiltered. So I was hoping it had coffee. I was thinking that might be interesting, but it doesn't. So just a pumpkin ale. Cool art on the label. I like this owl a lot. He's pretty cool. And I'm pretty excited about giving this a try. So let's open this here. And I think I just read it and I forgot what it said. 6.7% maybe. Yeah, 6.7%. Looks like Elysian is in Seattle. Yeah, and they have 4 restaurants and breweries, so that's pretty cool. Nice color on this. All right, so take a look. I can't even remember at this point if I had another pumpkin ale. I think maybe just one other one this year. So I felt like at least I should have one. And I had saved this for Halloween for my birthday, but I didn't get around to it. So let's take a look at this. So smell-wise, all the spices going on. It's cinnamony. And get some clove, which almost gives like a smokiness. It also reminds me of like the crunchy bits of ham when you clove a ham. I was trying to find the pumpkin seeds in the aroma, but that might be more of a flavor thing. I'm not necessarily getting a whole lot of pumpkin out of this per se. I didn't even think to look at the bottle to see if there was sediment. I had it laying on its side. Oh yeah, there's some sediment in there. It's floating around the bottom. It doesn't look like it makes like a mess on the side necessarily. It doesn't like cling to the side, but I can see it kind of floating around. Let me actually. Yeah, so there's some definite, I don't know if you can see on this video, but there's definitely some sediment, maybe this part of the glass is clearer for you, floating around, and they're smaller particles. All right, so color-wise, definitely a beautiful, I want to say autumn color, geez Louise, amber, there we go, a beautiful amber color. Doesn't pour very heady. Definitely sediment, looks nice and bubbly. Let's give it a try. Good beer. A lot of stuff going on. The primary focus of this seems to be the spices, which are nicely balanced. It's not too cinnamony or too clovey or too strong and spicy necessarily. But it definitely has a lot of pumpkin spiciness. It's pumpkin spice flavor. Yeah, pretty good. I feel like that was it has a nice beery finish, a nice like autumn ale, um, uh, red ale kind of flavor to it right at the very end. Not a lot of bitterness, so it's like nice, robust malty profile to this beer. You know, and as I'm talking, I feel like I'm breathing out, I guess, even cinnamon and clove. What else was in there? Cinnamon, clove, ginger, and allspice. Allspice really is the variation on clove flavor for me. I don't know that I pick out the subtleties of that, but I don't get a particular pumpkin flavor out of it. It's a good beer. I'm kind of thankful, I think, at this point that it's not a coffee beer. I'm not certain that coffee and pumpkin and spices would all go together. That might be too much, although I'm sure there's one out there and I would be willing to try it. So if you have a suggestion, put it in the comments. I'd love to hear it. And let me know if this is a beer that you've had before. So again, Elysian Night Owl Pumpkin Ale, and this comes in at 6.7% alcohol by volume. So nice, kind of fall ale, I think. Good for the night. This is our first real rain here in the Bay Area in California. And so it's kind of cold. And this was a good choice. I wanted a beer, and now I'm glad I made this choice. So pretty good. It actually reminds me a lot of the years that I really enjoyed Buffalo Bill's Pumpkin Ale. That was my kind of like go-to pumpkin ale for a couple years. And it's equally as good, I think. There were some years that I didn't like as much. But yeah, so good beer. If you're into pumpkin brews, definitely check this one out. And if you've tried it, share with me. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good night.